Samuel L. Bronkowitz presents Linda Chambers recreating her classic role.
Do you mind? This is an internal call.
Show me your nuts.
Oh, how you doing? We're from USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the saddest headline for this Sunday? I was so sad, it broke me into a million pieces. Without further ado, let's get on with this video today. You know the usual spusual already. If you like the video, compliment it down below. Maybe give me a like and maybe give me a subscription as well. But get ready, folks, because it's to do with the BBC.
My cat. My cat. That's not my cat.
Oh.
Tired of the MCU and pop culture disasters? Then watch Jason Dumbass King on Kung Fu Hot Dog. Go ahead.
Make my day.
And we love these guys and girls, don't we? I don't. I effing hate this corporation with a vengeance. But from the Daily Mail, autocue overruled. Newsreader Martine Croxall, who by the way is still a looker for her age, broke BBC impartiality rules when she pulled her face at saying pregnant people live on air because it expressed, wait for it, a controversial view about trans people. The complaint unit found.
Hi! Impressive carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us. So, I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic month.
I just want to go back to screen one here, folks. So, apparently, it's now crime that if you dare to go, oh, effing hell, shit, trans people, it might get you arrested. Now, I'm exaggerating on that last point, but if you work for the BBC, and that's who they are, an organisation made up of she's, theys, thems, people with effing pronouns in their bios online, except for Martine, of course, because she's got common sense and decency.
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am this.
Apparently now just frowning about the phrase trans. Oh, fucking hell, jeez. Yeah, oh, that's the end of that, isn't it? This is a big one. BBC said that Martine Croxall broke the BBC rules when she pulled her face because her script said pregnant people. BBC, have you ever done biology? You know that pregnant people is a ludicrous term. You know only biological women can get pregnant? I mean, if you look at a pregnant man outside, he's probably eaten too much and drunk too much. Let's carry on. The ECU upheld complaints from 20 viewers. Only 20 viewers complained, by the way, about this term. And what's even more funny as well, I saw another article saying that there were people in the Pride establishment at the BBC who rallied against Martine Croxall's on-air correction because it's factually true, by the way. The newsreader won a legion of new fans, including the backing of J.K. Rowling when she rejected the gender-neutral language live on air. But now the Executive Complaints Unit has ruled that her facial expression suggested a controversial view about trans people. Oh, the same trans people who walk into women's changing rooms or bathrooms at, say, a theatre or a gym because they're not really women but pretend to be because they want to get their kicks off in a different manner. Oh yeah, sure, BBC, well done for endorsing that point of view. Well done. Miss Croxall was introducing new research on the number of heat-related deaths. I'll show you the video in a minute, folks. I'm not going to read that part here. Her correction of the autocue won her praise from the Harry Potter author and millions of other people, by the way. She started to get more followers on X from people she did not know because they liked her breath of fresh air, common sense, factuality, just getting to the point. Why not? When she rolled her eyes, it wasn't because she was putting down trans people, although I can actually fucking guess she was. She was just like, oh, why is the phrase pregnant applied to people? It's like now when you hear the phrase a spokesperson rather than a spokesman or a spokeswoman, because if you dare to utter one of those two instances, that's going to be problematic too, because you're specifying a gender of person who's made a statement for the public consumption. But let's carry on, folks. And she's been there for 30 years. So I gather she's got she knows the ins and out of the BBC, right? So good for her. And I'm glad she returned. So what I'm getting here is that the BBC censured her, not censored her. So they kind of gently removed her off air for a while till they were conducting their inquiries, because the BBC has nothing better to do. By the way, the same BBC who this week alone were actually called out, because you remember these people have their fact checking going on, nothing AI can get past them, but yet on a documentary about fake news they ran a clip of Donald Trump insinuating riots on the 6th of January when he never actually did that at all. So the BBC are now in hot water over that, which is good. I hope they get sued by the president. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but boy, wouldn't it be funny if that were the case. Deadline are even reporting on this, which is absolutely hysterical. I don't know why it's newsworthy for them, but I wanted to highlight this person right here, this paragraph. So others took a different view. I'm happy with the complaint was upheld. Any other outcome would have been absurd, said a BBC insider, sympathetic to transgender rights. India Willoughby, I don't even know if this is anything to do with Holly Willoughby, the busty TV presenter, a transgender TV presenter who has regularly clashed with J.K. Rowling over those rights, was one of those who complained to the BBC about Croxall. If you want to see what India Willoughby looks like, this is everything you need to know right here. Oh, calling J.K. Rowling a TERF. That apparently, ladies and gentlemen, is a biological female. India Willoughby. King hell, jeez. I think I've had enough of this dog shit today. But let's just walk on over to my friends at Sky News Australia. I love these guys, actually. And let's see what they said about this. It's pretty funny.
All sorts of funny business with audio. We know about that. Yes. But this is the only BBC story this week here. I couldn't believe this here. One of the presenters got in trouble and was told that she broke the rules after she changed or added the word women to a news script that she was reading and had been shoved into her audio queue. To have a look at this.
London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine has released research which says that nearly 600 heat-related deaths are expected in the UK. Malcolm Mystery, who is involved in the research, says that the aged, pregnant people, women, and those with pre-existing health conditions need to take precautions.
Girl. Yep, that's my man.
Well done you for that.
Common sense.
Bit of rebellion, of course, and I'm sure you're off some BBC gulag now. But why is this even controversial? I think the only people who should have been getting in trouble there, frankly, are whoever wrote into that script or into that press release that they used.
All
for
the activists,
people.
All the people with 2 fucking heads and 6 extra arms, the lizard people, those folks at the BBC should have got fired. There are very few permanent presenters on there and background staff who are all on freelance contracts. They should all be fired for putting that in there. Was it a practical joke? Who knows? I think somebody had to rush out there just to, we don't want to offend the fifis of trans people because the term pregnant people might be problematic if you don't address it. Instead, it became more embarrassing for the BBC when it was addressed, and people like me and countless of thousands of other people online were just berating the BBC for being what they are. I hate to use the word, but the BBC is woke. Look at their programming. Look at how much diversity and stupid agenda they push in their shows. How there's girl boss led TV podcasts that nobody watches, and yet the BBC stands tall and firm and says, yeah, you know what, what Martine Croxall said before was okay, but because she pulled a funny face, is deemed problematic. It's such a... Oh my God, I tell you what, BBC, I can't wait for 2026 because you're going to send me another annoying letter to confirm that we are allowed to have a TV license to watch your shitty programming on iPlayer. Well, go ahead, send one to me and I will wait for your so-called officers, who by the way never came round this year to pay me a visit. I had my cell phone ready just to film your gorm-faced officers at the door, but nobody showed up. In one instance, they actually said, we're going to be around at this time in May, and will you be in? I mean, why would I tell you if I'm going to be in or not? That's not your effing business, is it, BBC? Sending fake law enforcement officers around to try and get one over me because I watch TV illegally. It's such a farce. The BBC license, take that piece of paper, BBC, and shove it up your asses because that's where it belongs, out of the daylight and in your rectums. And on that one, ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of this story? I mean, if Deadline are reporting on it, it makes me wonder what kind of fanatical weirdos work in that organization. Let me know in the comments below, and I will catch you catching me for the return of the next video.
Tune in next time, Space Freaks, and hear your doobry go ping in the next gripping installment of
Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Dream of me. I'll make your dreams come true. Everything's possible with me.